If you're a mortgage broker or even thinking about becoming a mortgage broker, you've probably asked yourself this question, which is how much does it actually cost to generate decent mortgage leads? Now, with lead providers promising quick wins, digital ads eating up budgets, organic strategies demanding time and patience, it's easy to get confused about what you should expect to pay and what you're actually getting for your money. So in this video, I'm going to break down the real costs of mortgage lead generation right now, the pros and the cons of each approach, and why the cheapest lead is almost never, nearly always, the best lead for your business. So the first thing we need to talk about is the different types of mortgage leads. We have is paid leads, which are bought directly from lead generation companies or aggregators. The second one we have is digital advertising, which is leads generated from Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn ads. We have organic content marketing, which are leads coming in from your social media, YouTube, blogs, or referrals built over time. We also have introducers and partnerships. So this is estate agents, accountants, and other professionals sending you leads. These are often for a split of your fee, which we're going to unpack a little bit later in this video. Now, each comes with its own cost structure, risk, and quality level. So let's talk then about how much the paid mortgage leads cost right now. The average price for a single mortgage lead right now bought from a third-party provider typically ranges from around £30 to £100 per lead, sometimes even more for exclusive or hot leads. But you need to be aware of a few things. Number one is that low-cost leads, so that's under £30, they're usually shared with multiple brokers. They're going to be poorly pre-qualified and they'll have a very low conversion rate. You have premium leads, and these are leads that are going to be like £70 to £150. They may be exclusive, but there is still no guarantee the client is serious, ready, or a good fit for your business model. You're not just paying for a name and a phone number, you are gambling on whether that person will answer your call and, crucially, whether they actually want advice from you in the first place. So now let's look at the hidden cost of digital ads. So running your own ads on Google or Facebook, that can really work, but it's not a silver bullet. The thing you need to really understand about this is ad spends. So what do you need to spend? Well, brokers report on average the cost per lead is around £40 to £120, depending on location, targeting, and market competition. Now, time and expertise is another thing you need to focus on. You'll need to pay for landing pages, for ad creatives, and also ongoing management for this type of thing. Now, when it comes to conversion rates, of every 10 people who fill in your form, only half of those will book an appointment, and even fewer of those will complete on a mortgage. Now, a little tip with this is if you're not following up fast, ideally within 5 minutes, your cost per actual client will absolutely shoot up on these type of leads. Now, organic content marketing, which is the long game, that's the next one. Now, here is the secret with this. Your lowest cost per lead often comes from the relationships and authority you build through content. That could be your content on YouTube, it could be on Facebook, it could be regular LinkedIn posts, it could be email nurture sequences. They're all going to be very, very good. Now, when it comes to monetary costs, it's usually just your time or the cost of outsourced video or blogs or social media or any setup cost you need in regards to equipment. Now, the lead quality on these are warm leads who trust you and are much higher likely to convert. The downside, though, is it can take months or even years to build up, so it's build momentum, so it's definitely not a quick fix. But over time, the effective cost per lead drops to nearly zero, while the conversion rate climbs much higher than any of the leads mentioned in this video. Now, the fifth one we have is introducer agreements. This is paying for referrals. Now, many brokers get leads from estate agents, from accountants, or other professionals like IFAs maybe, and these are often paid for via commission splits or maybe even a fixed referral fee. Now, the referral fees, they're typically going to be around 20 to 40% of the proc fee, or it could be a flat £150 to £250 per case, depending on what you want to do. Now, quality of this is usually higher than most of the others, but you are giving away quite a significant margin and often relying on other businesses' priorities and not they see your service as valuable. Now let's unpack why cheaper isn't always better. Now here's the truth of this. Brokers who chase the cheapest leads usually end up wasting the most time. Low cost, low quality leads will eat into your diary with tire kickers. It will lower your conversion rates and also your morale when you think about it. It will distract you from building a robust, sustainable pipeline. It's often better to pay more for fewer higher quality leads or invest in content and relationships that bring warm inbound inquiries. Big question for this then is how do you lower your cost per lead and boost that quality? Well, you want to double down on content. Educate, show your expertise, and build trust in public. The other thing you want to do is systemize your follow-up. So speed is everything when it comes to this. Niching down is another. If you become the go-to broker for a specific client type, not just mortgages for everybody, it's going to make a big difference. You want to measure, refine, and repeat. Track where your best business comes from and invest there. That's really important. Overall, the cost of generating mortgage leads can be anything from a few pounds if you're focused on organic content and nurturing your audience, up to £150 for a single bought-in lead. The key is not just what you pay, but what you get in the quality and conversion. Now, if you want to build a pipeline of leads that are easy to convert, that are less stressful to work with, and are less expensive in the long run, focus on authority, focus on brand touch points, on real client relationships, not just on buying lists and hoping for the best. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, check out this deep dive video, which is the mortgage marketing plans that you need to know as a mortgage broker. You don't need to know anything else if you watch this video. Give it a click.